For the last 1,000 years, this Southeast Asian country has been the victim of invasions and subjugations. Its language and literature were banned, its people were starved, and then they were napalmed, and yet the population never bowed down in the face of mightier enemies. Well, thanks to leaders like Ho Chi Minh, peace has finally come to this nation of warriors, and I'm now going to take a journey among them as I cross the country from north to south. Join me on what's going to be a hot, sticky, tropical adventure across Vietnam. We've not even started. I've just done my introduction. I was about to introduce you to Ben and my other companion, and Ben's over here blinded. Let me introduce you to the other chap on the trip that I've invited along too, my friend Tim.
Well, hello there.
Tim is a USA Army veteran who has seen war zones, and hence we've invited him on the trip to give his American opinion or perspective on this journey. And here's Ben, who's already got crap in his eye after 5 minutes. He will bring no perspective whatsoever, but there'll be a lot of whinging.
Oh, chukbang,
Chukbang. English chukbang.
Oh, document.
Document? What document? Chukbang is my document. Good morning, Vietnam. The journey has begun. God knows how many thousands of kilometers we're going to cross, but first we've got to get out of Hanoi, which is easier said than done. Hello there. Oh, look how friendly they are in Vietnam.
Hello.
There you go. Once we were enemies and now we're friends. Wow. You have to see what's happening in the school. Everyone's doing military drills. Do you speak English?
So.
So. Oh, very little. What is your name?
My name is Nguyen.
Nguyen. This is Nguyen. I think they're a little bit shy to speak English. Speak some English. We want to hear you speak English.
English, okay.
Okay. Wow. If you say okay, you're automatically the best English speaker in Vietnam. Wow. Crikey, if the rest of the journey is so friendly, we're in for a good trip. Where's my sandwich? Hello, boss. Can I have a sandwich?
Yes.
What do you want?
I want a dambong.
Oh, jambong, okay.
Good one? Good one?
Yes, good choice.
Okay, good. One dambong, please. Dambong.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. France colonised this part of the world, Indochina as they called it, for over 100 years. And they committed some horrific crimes against the Vietnamese people. Just calling yourself Vietnamese was enough at times to get you killed. But they did one good thing. They introduced the mighty baguette. And so I'm now having a dambong, and it's damn good too. Vive la France! There was a dead dog over there. Where is this place? Oh, they're everywhere. Hello, my friend. Dog? Wow. Oh my God, a little Yorkshire Terrier. I don't think we'll be stopping here for breakfast. We've had to make a stop at a garage after 1 hour of our journey. We've already had a man down. I knocked Ben off his bike, basically. Blood, shaking, look, he's shaking, the man's in shock. You were in the army, Tim. Can you take control of the situation?
It's a very delicate situation. It's currently developing, so we're not quite sure what the battle damage is. But we're still in the assessment phase right now.
Okay. We're out of here. Ben has survived his major horror crash and that 1 centimetre scratch. We're going to be okay. Onwards. We've been forced to stop because of the rain, and we pulled up at this lovely place called Spa Churong Cha. Something like that. I think I might get myself a little massage while I'm here. relax myself for the road. It's tough travelling in Vietnam, I must say. Thank you. You're very lovely people. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You'll notice the boys are going to get soaked on this journey, but not old Benjamin. Because Benjamin went to Circle K this morning and bought himself a plastic poncho because he understands the elements, which is why Benjamin's been elected truck man, and these guys, no. I wanted to come and see the jewel of Southeast Asia, Vietnam. Well, as we head through this region on our way towards the Ho Chi Minh Trail, I should tell you a little bit about the man himself. Ho Chi Minh, which wasn't his real name, it was a moniker given to him by his comrades, which means bringer of light, was an educated man who dedicated his entire life to freeing his homeland from foreign interference and colonialism. And he believed the way to do that was through communism, which is why we see communist flags and iconography all over the region, the villages and the towns that we're passing through. And it has to be said that whatever you think of Ho Chi Minh's politics, what no one can deny is that he was the ultimate patriot. He loved both Vietnam and the Vietnamese people, and yeah, why not? The Vietnamese people so far have been absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is him, Ho Chi Minh, the bringer of light. Ben! Why is it so cold in Vietnam? No one told me it would be this cold. Wow. Fuck me. What an absolute nightmare. We've had to pull in to this truck stop for an emergency conference meeting. We need Harold because one of the team, him, wants to go home. He said he's not going any further and he's not joking. Ben, mate, can you stop playing with yourself?
My gooch hurts.
His gooch is hurting. Why do you want to go home?
Well, ever since I fell off the bike, you know.
Fell off the bike?
I've realised, is this all worth it?
Is it worth it?
Mate, I hit my head on the floor.
It's an existential question. Is it worth it? I mean, look at the weather. Tim!
Yeah?
Come and join us for the conference call. Ben wants to know, is it worth it?
Oh, of course it's worth it. I mean, I think you missed this. A little adversity makes a man out of Ben.
Exactly. Tim says carry on, I say carry on. The lady in the shop over there probably says carry on. Ben says...
Carry on then, come on, let's go.
Oh, we've convinced him. Conference call, we didn't need Harold. We did it without Harold. Whilst we're waiting out the rain at this cafe, I want to show you, what is this? It's like a double-headed lighter. I've never seen that before in my life. Or is it a weapon? Is it some kind of like Vietnamese martial art weapon? I don't know. Why would you have a double-headed lighter? I've never seen that in my life. There you go. The women over there are laughing. They're like, what's wrong with him? Why has he never seen the double-headed Vietnamese killer lighter? I've just randomly stumbled across this war cemetery in a village. You know, when we think of the wars in Vietnam, we think of the US invasion. However, just north of this region that I'm passing through was a more important battle in many ways. It was a battle which led directly to the end of French colonial rule here in Vietnam. The Battle of Dien Bien Phu took place in 1954. And the Viet Minh under Ho Chi Minh humiliated the French, forcing them to the negotiation table, in which they signed away the northern part of the country to the communists, and the French kept the south. However, the CIA, terrified of Ho Chi Minh and his politics, offered the French 2 nuclear bombs to use on North Vietnam. Fortunately, the French declined. Otherwise, this graveyard would be filled with many, many, many more thousands of people. Some people live quite well in old communist Vietnam. Oh. Hello there. Oh. Oh, I'm absolutely freezing and need to buy a sweater if I can. I've just seen this market on the way. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Where are you from?
I'm from England. I'm looking for a sweater.
Why are you wearing this one?
I just saw it in the shop and I thought it looked cool.
Oh my god.
It's truck ban. But everybody laughs. When I go past, everyone laughs at me. Why? Even you're laughing. Why are you laughing at truck ban?
Check it in the dictionary.
I will. I think it's leader or working
No,
or something.
it's not leader. It's
What does
a
it
worker.
mean? Worker. I am
The
a
people
worker.
who is watching the workers to work.
The boss.
No, it's not the
What
boss.
do you mean? Who watches the workers?
The
boss.
protector.
The protector?
Yes.
Did you hear that? I from now on shall be called the protector.
Yes, the protector. This one.
This is for a child.
Chị mua cái nào to cho ông à?
I'm a big tall man.
No.
No? Never mind. Never mind. We tried.
Chắc không có rồi.
How do you speak English so well?
I'm an English teacher.
You're an English teacher. I found the only English speaker in this town. Wow. Whoa. Oh my God. She's right out of control. You must respect the protector.
So you shouldn't wear this.
Why not? I'm protector.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Did you hear that, guys? I am now officially protector. But a cold protector. Flipping, there's no sweaters for sale here. I think I'm just going to have to push on without one. Oh. Well, I don't have a sweater, but hopefully I have a hotel room. So I'm hoping the boys have booked one and they're waiting for me up ahead. Protector is cold. And Protector wants to sleep for the night. Oh. Oh. Oh, finally. 303.
What time do you call this, mate?
Oh, finally! Welcome back.
Where have you been?
What a day. What a day. Well, that is the end of the first day of the Trans-Vietnam adventure. Gentlemen, are we having fun?
Thrill a minute.
It's alright, yeah.
See you guys tomorrow for more, well, hopefully not more rain and cold, but more Vietnam anyway. In the 1960s, the USA was looking for a way to openly enter the Vietnamese conflict being fought between the North and the South. On August 4th, 1964, they created one, the Gulf of Tonkin Incident, as it became known. It was a false flag where the captain of the USS Maddox, sailing in North Vietnamese waters, claimed his ship had been attacked by communist torpedo boats. It was a lie. There never was an attack. But it gave US President Lyndon Johnson the justification he needed to invade. Soon, young American men would be flying out to Southeast Asia to fight a war in a country most of them probably couldn't even locate on a map. Let's now follow in some of their footsteps and head towards the DMZ. We're filling up in a petrol station in Vietnam. Oh, Vietnam. What?
Nghe quá.
What?
Không có tiền mua xe.
Why are you shouting so loudly? The loudest man in Vietnam. I think he was in artillery in the war. Oh, yes, please. Full, please. Full. All the way to the top, my love. Thank you. Why are you so loud? Can you not talk in a normal tone of voice? Thank you. Come on. Is that enough for you?
No.
No, too much? Too little? How much?
16.
More?
16.
Ah, it's enough. Wow. Petrol is so cheap in Vietnam. I filled the tank up for about £2. Well, she's filled up with petrol. I've got second in command Tim here.
Let's go.
And I've got this dude over here. I've court-martialed him. His behaviour's been outrageous. I've had to court-martial him. He didn't know how to take his bloody petrol cap off his bike. Ask some lady to do it. The most beta move I've ever seen in Vietnam. So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've got my bin bag.
And he's lost his waterproof bag. He's now got a bin bag. Right, we're off. Boys, let's do it. Well, being protector doesn't mean that you just look after and protect other people. You've also got to protect yourself. With the rain about to come, it's time for me to wrap up. When things get wet, protector wraps up. Let's get the old wet weather gear on. Protector is ready to protect. People of Vietnam, if you need protecting, I am your protector. Just ask. Well, as we head south towards the old border with southern Vietnam, we're going to start seeing more things like this. Buildings, houses, villages that were destroyed in the war. Just like this one. The fighting in the Vietnam War took place mostly south of the DMZ, where we're heading to now. And so, yeah, you can only imagine, wow, the horrors that people in some of these villages faced. Being napalmed from above, strafed, bombed. Wow. This is what remains of, well, one person's house. Just having a look, checking out your neighbour's house. All destroyed. Sad.
Không hiểu.
No English.
Không hiểu.
Okay. Nice to meet you, sir. I will leave you alone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, I wish I could speak Vietnamese and I could ask that old gentleman what happened to the house and if he remembers the war. But, of course, I don't. I am protector, not translator. Let's continue. Woohoo!
There he is!
How you doing, comrade?
The DMZ's best coffee.
Is that right? We've made it.
It's the worst trip ever.
Having fun, mate?
I was enjoying it until the bloody rain came back.
Oh dear. Do you remember at the War Memorial I told you that France was forced to partition Vietnam in two and hand over the northern part to Ho Chi Minh and the communists? Well, this bridge that I'm walking on now is the old border, the divide between what became North Vietnam and what became the country of southern Vietnam. This border that spans this river. Wow, this is a piece of geopolitical history. And all along that side, on the southern side, the USA, when it invaded, built bases all the way up to the Laos border to stop the North Vietnamese from bringing weapons and troops down into southern Vietnam. And we're now going to go and follow that line up towards the Laotian border and visit one of those American bases that he had there. But first, there's something I want to show you that I think you're going to like. Guys, look what we've got here on the border with the DMZ, a perfectly preserved Vietnamese communist mosaic. Look at it. telling the story of the Vietnamese wars. There's a woman there making a flag. And up here, rockets being fired. And here, we've got the man himself, Ho Chi Minh, and the soldiers. Wow, check it out. Here, members of the Viet Cong or the Viet Minh going off to war, saying goodbye to their wives, girlfriends, whatever. And here a map, look. The generals planning the battle. And here, there's the northerner and the southerner being reunited, no doubt. And a bird of peace. Peace has finally come back to Vietnam. Wow. There's some kind of abandoned building just by the border. Wow. What the hell? Look at this. It must be an old abandoned museum or something. Just some figurines. Oh, painting. Wow, and everywhere just scattered flags. This is the flag, you don't see it very often, of the Viet Minh, the communists of North Vietnam. The blue, the red and the yellow star. And here, just communist flags scattered about, rotting away. Wow, what's going on here? Let's see what else we've got. Here are some old bombs, shells that were dropped on the country. Wow, what's back here? Anything? Oh yes, check this out. It's a bust of the man himself, Ho Chi Minh, just rotting away. Oh God, don't break it, Benjamin. I suppose before, foreign dignitaries, communist dignitaries from around the world would visit this museum back in the 60s, the 70s, 80s, but now I suppose people aren't that interested in that piece of history so much. So this old museum has just been left to rot away. Wow. I must say, I would love to nick that bust of Ho Chi Minh. But you probably get about 20 years if you get caught, so I think I'll leave it. I've had enough prison experiences this year. Look at this guy. Looks more Mexican than Vietnamese. Hola, senor. Myself and old Benjamin have stopped off on this old bridge from the Vietnam War. I imagine there was a battle here before. I'm calling it the Ho Chi Minh Bridge. They're all blown up, everything's missing, but down there, what a view. Benjamin!
Yes, sir.
How are you enjoying the journey?
It's been good, to be fair. When it's not raining, I love it. I mean, look at this view.
Look at the view, the mountains. This is, when you think of the Vietnam War and you think of a village being napalmed, you think of it, it's like something like that. Green, jungly places. Well, that's what I think of anyway. Crikey, look at it. Just green, lush mountains all the way around. And an old Vietnamese bridge. It's like Heart of Darkness. Somewhere up that river is Captain Kurtz. I think it's time we took a different path. Got off the main road and hit a Vietnamese village. Let's go and see what a communist village is like. Well, we're in a poor part of Vietnam because look how the houses are built, just of wood and on stilts. I don't think the people up here are Vietnamese. I have a feeling that they're tribal people. Where am I going? I have no idea. Let's go down here. Whoa, what's down here? What is down here? Oh my God. Hello! Hello everybody! No English? Vietnamese? And something else? I'm the laughing stock of this village. I'm getting no respect here. Listen, I'm Chuck Ban. I should get respect. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's the end of the village. I don't think we can go down that pathway. It might be a little bit too much for my driving skills. Let's go back. Oh, but as I was saying, the people here look different than the Vietnamese people I've seen so far. I presume, as we're getting into the mountains and closer to the Laotian border, that the people are a little bit more tribal. Probably not purebred Vietnamese, but maybe, I don't know what tribe. Laotian, something, Khmong, who knows. Well, that was an episode of Exploring with Bald, the Vietnam Mountain Village edition. Let's continue. Protector is coming. Are you okay, old chap? Thank you. My helmet blew off. Not for the first time. And Ben tried picking it up and his bike fell over. Come on, son, you can do it. Come on, Ben. Yeah. That's it. Best of British. Oh no. Oh no.
No,
bike problems in the middle of nowhere. He's out of here. Ben's out of here. Oh God. These are the kind of adventures and fun you can have on the road to God knows where in Vietnam. But look at the countryside. Viet Cong country. Where are they? They're everywhere. Are you Viet Cong? No? Okay. He's Viet Minh. Hello. Do you need protection? I am Protector. Do you need protection? No? Okay, thank you. Never mind. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh my God, this is grim. Well, we're now just 12 miles from the Laotian border at what was the Khe Sanh US combat base, one of the remotest bases in Vietnam, nestled up here in the mountains. And the Viet Cong saw that as an opportunity to attack. In 1968, the Battle of Khe Sanh began. Ben, Khe Sanh base, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's alright, pretty impressed. Can't fault it really.
Can't fault it, can't fault it. Well, that's Ben's insight. Tim, a man who actually saw action and knows more about the military than any of us. How does it feel as an American to be here, up in Khe Sanh, seeing this and knowing the history of the place?
It's real special for me because I've met so many Vietnam veterans that served here. Maybe not in this particular place, but to be on the ground, to see the fog, to see where the fighting occurred, to see the elements and how it must have been back in the day is just incredible.
Yeah, for 77 days, the Americans held out, and at the end of the siege, there was no clear winner, but thousands of Vietnamese lay dead and hundreds of Americans. And, well, I'm as anti-American imperialism as anyone, but what cannot be denied is the absolute bravery that the American troops that were up here must have shown to fight off wave after wave of Vietnamese that were coming out of the fog, out of the rains, not knowing where from. But, yeah. What a desolate, desolate place to fight a battle and to die so far from home.